Now before we leave this tree, we've got $275 that we billed for these micro injectable capsules. Since we found the collar was partially covered and smothered, and we had insects and some a decay on certain parts of it, I am assuming that a lot of the water wicked up underneath the bark, which is a very typical type of defect that you're going to find with a covered and smothered root collar. And we're going to have my partner Jesse come in with a backpack sprayer. We're going to use the Eutectic that I demonstrated for you earlier, the real Karo syrup, thick type of a phosphite fungicide. We're going to dissolve that in a 1.5 gallon a solution. The backpack sprayer is going to be charged with the Pinterbark, which is a bark surfactant. It's a special solution that allows the medicine that we're administering to the tree to be absorbed through the bark into the meristemic tissue that I showed you contains the xylem and the phloem. We're also going to put in BioAg, which is a acidophilus type of acquisition to the mixture. We're going to put Neutral to buffer it, and we're going to put Proof 44, the Eutectic, the real thick Karo syrup-like phosphite fungicide, and we're going to apply that in a 1.5 gallon solution on the bark of the tree here. And he's going to have to suit up, and we're going to use this as an example of showing you exactly how you must be fully protected when you start spraying these toxic substances in an environment, especially close to the house like what we're doing now. In order to be fully protected, we're using a full body suit, as we have in most all of our other tree preservation actions. Elastic at the feet and wrists, with a hood that goes over the head. Latex protective gloves, of course, on each hand. Pull the elastic cuffs down, zip it up, and we will now prepare the mixture, which is to be put into the backpack. We're going to mix up our ingredients: the tank buffer, the Pinterbark surfactant, the Eutectic phosphite fungicide, and the BioAg, and the measuring devices it takes to put it properly and in the right measurements into the tank. It's also worth noting that the backpack sprayer has an external pump. In other words, there is a pump that is located at the bottom of the tank, not in the tank as it has before. And we very carefully measure out these small quantities so that we can be sure and get the right mixture. Alright, that goes in there. This is the tank buffer that opens the pH window and sweetens the water so that the pH window is in effect open from 2 to 10. We now have the eutectic, which is the phosphite fungicide, and we emphasize a eutectic's use because it does not destroy the existing mycorrhiza fungal population under a tree as it drains into the soil. And so it's very important that, and it doesn't take, not too much, just a touch. There we go. Pentrabark is a special surfactant that allows us to spray this mixture onto the bark of a tree with the expectation that it will be absorbed directly into the xylem and taken up into the tree. Half an ounce. There we go. Alright, it's not much. And then we have BioAg, which is a agent that we have found to be extremely useful when we find sluffy and kind of loose, wet, messy decay spots. It seems like it adjusts the bacterial balance in and around those areas, and since we're only using 1.5 gallons on this one tree, then that's all we have to have, 1.66 ounces to be exact. Alright, that is our mixture. We can put those away, add 1 1/2 gallons of water, finish gearing up, and we'll be ready for the application. Alright, we filled it up. We've got 1.5 gallons of material. We're going to put the pump handle in. Secure it with a linch pin. And then we're going to finish gearing up. Alright, we're gearing up to fully protect our operator so that he is not exposed to any of these substances and his health endangered at all. It also brings us into full compliance with the rules and regulations as it regards ornamental and turf pesticide application in the state of North Carolina. And we are ready to apply.